Hey everybody, this is Stratagem, and today we're gonna watch My Little Pony Generation 5 Tell Your Tale episode 50, Opaline Alone. So yeah, it's time for episode 50, our first big number here, and are they going to do something special for it? Well, the episode is called Opaline Alone, so I guess it is special in some capacity, though probably not in a very good one. Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that I'm not a fan of Opaline, so I'm going into this with very, very low expectations. But hey, maybe we get to learn a bit about her background or her, well, anything really. Truth be told, we know pretty much nothing about her, so let's hope for the best. Before we get started, as usual, let me remind you to leave a like on the video, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. You can also follow me on Mastodon, DeviantArt and Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, thanks to my patrons who support the channel directly. You can find the links to all those sites down in the description below. And with that out of the way, let's not waste any more time. Here we go.
Right, pony.
That's Sunny. That's not Opaline.
Best fruit pies in all of Maritime Bay. Oh yeah. Nice.
Noise, indeed. Pip, please.
Look at your faces.
Oh hey, Misty.
Pie in your ears.
Ow.
That's disgusting. Yeah.
That was cute. So I was thinking for ice
That's
cream
never
we
good.
should- I'll be right back.
And her phone is ringing, or rather her amulet.
Misty, what on earth is taking so long? Have you forgotten what I sent you for? Is that pie in your name?
Oh, yeah. Long story. I'll get it soon. I promise.
Remember, Misty, this task is very important. Do
Is it now?
fail me.
Hey, Misty, we're voting on ice cream flavors. Hurry up. Coming.
You know, you probably shouldn't call all the time and work would get done faster. She strikes me as some sort of middle manager, really.
Well, I can't just sit around all day waiting for that pathetic little pony. I have important business to attend to.
You literally do nothing ever.
Bow before me, Earth Pony. You could call me evil, but I
She's getting a song.
take just what I need.
You're sure why not?
No pony with me. Yes, it might be villainous, but that's what makes me the perfect queen. You will bow to me. Donate.
Non-diegetic, suddenly. Okay.
Destroy! But does it spark fear?
That does not spark fear. It sparks nostalgia.
This powerful. Oh, you
No, that was terrible.
should be scared.
But hey, decent singing voice.
What is taking so long, Misty?
I promise. I'm working on it.
There is zero room for error here, Misty.
Don't worry, Opaline. I won't let you down. Oh, I'm Sunny, and I think that every pony should have magic. I have so many friends.
Enjoy your magic while it lasts, because as soon as I get one hoof on that dragonfire, I'll
Oh, we're back to the Dragonfire.
powerful alicorn, and you and your pathetic little besties will answer to
And no
me
longer after the crystals.
of your lives.
And that's another mistake you're making. Also,
Welcome to Hoof the Cures with Jazz. Now all you need to get started is a stencil and your favorite hoof polish.
wait.
Hoof the Cures can be super chic.
Also call back my bananas. Yeah. Opaline would be the person who would watch really old memes from
So help me.
Oh yeah, there was something. You suck at everything.
If I had my
Okay.
powers.
There are a few things we need to mention here. Afterwards.
Stain, so help me! Oh, you're going to pay for this, devious little.
Opaline! I did it!
You did what?
Last with a purple heart, just like you asked.
Finally! That's better. Now, Misty, this is crucial. I need you to help me pick a power crown.
Oh, but you told me to stake out main melody this evening, and you know the karaoke will be starting soon, and I can't miss that.
The what?
I'll be back soon.
Karaoke, the most villainous of activities.
Never marry that peasant.
God damn it, Opaline. Why are you always so useless? But there are a handful of things that I feel need addressing here. So much so that we'll have to go through that I will have to go through the episode again, so I hopefully don't forget anything. So I'll be right back. So first thing, let's talk about Opaline's song. First of all, decent singing voice, actually. Not too bad a song. The content, however, are you fucking kidding me? She's literally singing about being evil. I was hoping for a bit something, anything. Give us some motivation other than she's the villain. Like anything. I mean, I don't expect anything groundbreaking here. So far, villain motivations in the show in the franchise have never been stellar. I mean, the villain motivations in Friendship is Magic were not that great, ranging from basically none, just being evil for evil's sake like Tyrek or the Storm King, to rather weak like Starlight, and I mean, I guess Nightmare Moon probably had the quote-unquote best motivation by being driven by jealousy. So there was at least something, and not just being evil for evil's sake, or completely overreacting like a certain purple unicorn. But now we have someone who is evil for the sake of being evil, which, I mean, you can pull a villain like this. That could be a fun villain, but Opaline is not that. She's nowhere near fun evil enough, and she's nowhere near threatening enough to work like that. To me, her character feels like an edgy teenager. Seriously, being stupid evil for pure sake of being evil, with no established reason or plan or anything. And she doesn't even have the power to back it up, which, that would be something that helps. But she has sealed away her powers. We aren't even sure. We know she doesn't have her powers somehow, for some reason, but she did have powers before the Unity Crystals were reunited, so I don't know what's going on there. And she needs either the crystals or the Dragonfire, or maybe another MacGuffin in the future to restore her power. Or in that case, I would assume just usurp the power from somewhere else. She's poorly explained. So that's not doing her any favors, really. So let's move on to the next thing. Yeah, another thing is what she says here. Once she gets her hoof in the Dragonfire, she'll be the most powerful Alicorn, and yada yada. This pretty much implies that the other Alicorns, the 5 from G4, are no longer around in whatever capacity that happened. I mean, of course, she could also imply that she would be more powerful than a theoretically roaming Twilight and Celestia and whatnot, but I feel like she's just referring to Sunny here, and other than this kinda implying that we will not get to see many of the old Alicorns in the flesh, which on a meta level I think is pretty unlikely that we are ever going to see them again, just for logistic reasons, and I don't think that they want to bring them back in the context of the show. That it makes no sense for the target demographic. The show is made for rather young kids at an age rating of 6 or 7. Yeah, Friendship is Magic ended like 4 years ago. It's like half their lifetime already. So it's not like they would have all that much from the returning characters. between that and scheduling situations, I think that, speaking from an earthly meta perspective, I don't think we're gonna get much in the way of the old characters. Which is fine by me, but just felt to mention this here. And yeah, in universe, we can assume that they're not around anymore. Yeah, but what Opaline says, she'll be the most powerful alicorns, like, yeah, that's great, that's going to help you. That has helped others before so much. Except it didn't. I mean, we know that alicorns can be defeated, that has happened before. And for the most part, they have been defeated by non-alicorns. We had Nightmare, who was defeated by the elements. We had Celestia, who got dwarfed several times by various characters, be it Discord, Chrysalis, the Storm King, Tirek. Yeah, she didn't have a good time. Same goes for Luna and Cadence then. And even Twilight was partially defeated several times. So, just being the most powerful alicorn is probably not going to do you all that much good. So, what did I say about she feels like an edgy teenager? She's also an edgy teenager who didn't pay any attention in history class. But that's not all. There are more things in the episode that are interesting, so let's move on again. Oh yeah, immediately thereafter, you will have to answer to me for the rest of your lives. Yeah, as I mentioned while watching, that's a big mistake. Sunny and her friends are obviously the main source of your problems, or might be the main source of your problems. They reunited the Unity crystals, and Sunny is currently a part-time alicorn. Those ponies are the biggest threat to you. The moment you get into power, you make them disappear, if you know what I mean. Immediately. Not some weird James Bond villain trap where the room slowly fills with quicksand that is filled with sharks with lasers on their head or some bullshit. Just unalive them. Quickly. Immediately. Do it yourself. Don't have anyone else do it. Nothing elaborate. Don't explain your plan beforehand. But yeah, that's a piece of advice I want to give to most any villain in pretty much everything ever. And immediately thereafter the camera pans up and we see something very interesting, and that is Opaline's ceiling, which is indeed very interesting. We can look down on Opaline here. Look at this. Do these crystals, do they look familiar to you? Because they sure as shit look familiar to me. Those look like the memory crystals that hang from the roots of the Golden Oak Library in the Castle of Friendship. And we even have a little crystally tree there behind Opaline. And we have the mostly purple, pink, bluish color scheme here with the gold accents, but those crystally trees, the color scheme, and of course these very obvious crystals hanging from the ceiling. Is she in Twilight's old castle? Is this the Castle of Friendship? I mean, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look anything like it. And it's at the wrong position. But it really makes me wonder. I said it before that it that from the outside it kind of reminds me of Canterlot Castle. But the inside, there are some design elements that are really reminiscent of Twilight's castle. So is this Twilight's castle? Or rather, was this Twilight's castle? Did she just steal Twilight stuff? Or did they just have the same interior designer? I have no idea. And immediately thereafter, Opaline is following a Herficure tutorial by Jazz, which that's nice. Also, that's not Jazz, that's an imposter. We can see this Jazz in the video has ears, which the real Jazz doesn't have. But this is another point. She's watching a video on her phone. This means that 1, Opaline has a phone, and 2, wherever the hell she has reception. She gets internet. You know what that means? That means that her stupid amulet that she gave to Misty, which is really obvious, where she appears as in this puff of smoke as a 3D hologram, visible by everyone and very loud, constantly on speakerphone basically. And it doesn't work in the freaking Bright House rather. She uses that to communicate with Misty. Why? She has phone reception. Just use your goddamn phone like a normal person. Then Misty can just take the phone and be like normal and won't have to run away to talk to Opaline and be suspicious as hell, or be constantly at risk of being found out like we saw in, I think, previous episode. Why? Opaline, I know you're not the sharpest crayon in the box, but what are you doing? Just use your phone, god damn it! Also, why does she have reception? Did someone just build a cell tower near this place, which is apparently not inside Equestria? Who knows? But then again, it's only like half an hour away from Maritime Bay or something like that, so... yeah. But yeah, she has reception, so there is no reason to not use the phone over the amulet. Because all other things aside, the phone would work inside the Bright House, which the amulet does not. Congratulations. You're being extra just to have worse results. God damn it. Let's move on. And yeah, she's watching My Bananas, yeah. Watching the old memes, that's something she would do. Oh yeah, and then the scene with the raccoonicorn. That is actually mildly interesting. We see her trying to laser the thing with her horn, which doesn't work. That's interesting. We know that she doesn't have most of her powers, but we have seen her use magic before. So is she actively getting weaker currently? Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't our current chapters of Make Your Mark end with Misty getting a little bit of Dragonfire to Opaline? Shouldn't she be stronger now? Or was this one of those things where she got stronger for a short time and then it got worse? Is she completely working with borrowed magic? I guess it would kind of make sense with the whole, well, wrong show, but friendship is magic and all that. She doesn't strike me as having too many friends. Basically the anti-Cozy Glow, who tried to amass all the friends to get all the magic, but Opaline just tries to yoink it from various places. Yeah, that's probably not very sustainable in the long term. But yeah, it's interesting. She is even weaker than usual, and she's not exactly powerful to begin with. But this time her spell just completely poofs. I wonder if this means something. Probably not, but maybe. Immediately after she does something else that is kinda interesting. Yeah. She is trying to shoot magic out of her hoofs. Is she trying to use Earth Pony magic? Which, I mean, she could. She is an alicorn after all. That's something we haven't seen before. I thought it was an interesting detail here. Or maybe she can just channel her magic through other body parts as well. And again, yeah, chasing the raccoonicorn and failing. Not the best impression she's doing. And yeah, she got the fresh smoothie from Maritime Bay. Once again confirming that Maritime Bay is like half an hour away. How has no one run into the castle yet? Like seriously. Someone explain the logistics to me. And in the end, she's watching TV with that raccoonicorn. You know, you don't need to show anything. I know this is a kids show and it's on YouTube, which is super anal about everything, so I know you can't show anything, but just having it not there would have been a bit of an implication towards Opaline's character. Make her a bit more threatening, you know? By just having the raccoonicorn disappear after Misty is gone. Doesn't show anything, doesn't say anything, it's just an implication that hangs in the room. But no, she obviously leaves that raccoonicorn very much alive, and that does not a threatening villain make, which kind of the core problem with her. They want Opaline to be a threatening, serious villain, but she has nothing to back it up. She doesn't have her powers, okay, she is not very competent. Misty is not exactly a helpful subordinate, seeing how she has no powers or any sort of training to be good at whatever it is she is supposed to do. Steal the dragon, or the dragonfire, or the crystals, or a smoothie, or whatever. There's nothing to be done to give her anything. You could give her, if you could give her some aura of threat around her, that would be helpful. And, you know, just not showing the raccoonicorn in the final scene would have helped. Most people would not think about it, would just think that, yeah, it ran away, or she shot it out of the castle, or just chalk it up to the animators forgetting about it. But there would always be that lingering thought that, well, maybe she unalived it. And, you know, give her a bit of a threatening aura. She is the villain. She is allowed to do bad things. She's talking about them, yes, but she isn't doing them. And that's what really kind of makes her fail as a villain. At least, in my opinion. I don't know. But, yeah. All in all, for this being an pretty much completely focused on Opaline episode, it wasn't as bad as I expected. I'm still not a fan of this character and would rather watch some other episode. Not any other episode, but a lot of episodes I would rather watch than this one. But at least we established that she is okay at singing, which, I mean, that's something. Anyhow, I think that has been going on long enough. So that's it from me for today. As always, I have been Stratagem. Thanks for watching and see you next time.